Hello, and welcome to another update video on XRP. Just want to take a quick look here at the daily time frame with you. The market continues to hold within the larger support zone for a wave 2 pullback. From that October low, obviously, we had a bounce, but the market could not break above critical resistance during that bounce. So it is really just a bounce, not more than that. Not less than that. It's a bounce, and the market after that started to correct. We've now been in a correction again for 2 months again. It is what happens all the time with cryptos. You get very rapid movements, and then the correction takes ages. Very, very draining. It has been a symptom of this cycle. That's how the market works these days. Very fast movements, and then, I don't want to say years, but yeah, in some cases years, but very often just months, many weeks of correcting. And for now, what we are doing here, we are tracking potential upside breakout structures, and we check every single day, do we see any indication that the bulls are taking the lead? Do we see any 5-wave move to the upside? Because once we start to see 5-wave patterns, that could be an indication that the next leg to the upside has actually started. But there isn't really anything clearly bullish yet, so I'm very cautious still. I'm not confirming yet that the bulls are taking the lead here in any way. The move to the upside is not convincing yet. So let us take a look at the shorter time frame for XRP. Looking at the shorter time frame, you see here that obviously the bounce after the 10th of October low, it ended just below our critical resistance area. I explained in previous updates why this is such an important resistance area. It's between $2.69 and $2.84. We are holding below it. The market tried to test it several times here without really breakout success. So the pressure remains downward. We continue to be below critical resistances. And the pullback, however, is overlapping. It doesn't look impulsive, which means I still keep the door open for higher prices. But bear in mind, just because something is corrective to the downside, because something is moving in overlapping patterns and 3-wave movements, it doesn't guarantee an upside reversal. What we're watching for are signals, confirmations that the bulls are starting to take the lead on a local level. Not happening yet, okay? Not happening yet. It's important to recognize what we need to see. We would need to see a micro 5-wave move up. So corrections can always lead to larger corrections, right? And from that point of view, just because we see overlapping 3-wave movements to the downside, don't get optimistic yet. We need to see confirmation on a very local level that we are forming lows. We haven't seen that yet. Surely XRP is trying to, but this move to the upside is only a 3-wave move up, so I'm not convinced yet that a low is in. If I see something like that, right, a larger 5-wave move, I mean, that is what I would need to see at the very least to confirm we're moving to new all-time highs. And then after these 5 waves, we should typically get a pullback, and then we go. Then it's go time. But at the moment, this here was a 3-wave move. This here was a 3-wave move. I don't know exactly what this is, but certainly we had a small bounce, but it couldn't break the highs. And then the pullback is again very deep. It's just not giving us a lot of strength here in the short term, the XRP chart. I've added today a micro resistance area to the chart. If you're on Discord, then you already know about these parameters. It's between $2.09 and $2.17. What it means is if we break above this initial micro resistance, it reduces the potential for a larger wave 2, but won't rule it out. Yeah? But it means that maybe the direct move down hasn't started yet. I can treat this as an A, B, C, and the C wave is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see how that plays out, but the market would need to break above $2.17, $2.18 here. Hold on. Do I need to change anything? Yeah, hold on. No, hold on 1 second. Double checking something. No, that's all correct. So the market would need to break above 217, 218 to reduce the direct downside pressure. I think a bounce into resistance is likely either way. And then we'll need to watch this area, observe this area for a possible reaction. If we get a break above it, it opens the door to the larger resistance area above between 232 and 258. But that could just be a wider X wave, which could still lead to another low. I mean, that's why we have two resistance areas here. They are not so meaningful. They are really only relevant for those of you who are really interested in the micro patterns. Until we get a break above $2.84, there is really not any confirmation that the bulls are taking the lead here. That's the update on XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then check out our membership. The link is in the description. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.